color theory. It's I know it sounds very boring, but I'm telling you, it's going to be so beneficial. Okay, so let me go to the chapter 2.1. What is color? All right, Jerry, now guys devalue that. No lah, I'm just kidding now. Okay, all right. So, what is color? All right, here we go. What really is color, honestly, guys? Do you guys know? Okay, if you guys know or don't know, I'd still like to share with you what really is color. Okay, so what really is color? Number one, color is actually made of hue, saturation, and luminance. Okay, luminance is also equals to brightness slash value. Okay, what is value? Basically, some of the people use the terms value instead of brightness. Okay, so color is made of these three things: hue, saturation, and luminance. And what are they? Let me show you. All right, so first, what is hue? So basically, hue is actually basically different kinds of colors. Okay, in layman terms, it's all the red, the green, the blue, the yellow, the purple, the orange, and whatsoever. What are the color examples? Okay, so hue is what are the colors? Okay, red, green, blue, yellow, orange, and whatsoever. There are so many different types of color, right? So when there's hue, there's also the saturation. Okay, saturation basically is how intense is the color. Okay, so here is an example of saturation. Let's look at the red color. Okay, so on the first red color here, okay, you will see that wow, the red is so intense. And then the second one is like, it becomes lighter already. And then when I go to the last one, it becomes even lighter. Okay, so that is saturation. Okay, so this one on the left here, the red here, and green and blue and yellow here, all these are highly saturated. Okay, they have a very high saturation value. And here is not so saturated. And this is very desaturated. Okay, get what I mean, right? It's quite straightforward, right? If you guys understand, please give me a thumbs up. If you guys don't understand, we can have more examples later, okay? All right, let me know. Yes, Jerry understands. Miranda, give me a thumbs up. Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you for the response. Yes, Jacqueline understand. Okay, so for those guys who face a problem with your girlfriend or your wife asks you, hey, what do you think about my my lipstick or my skirt or my dress? This color nice. Then now you can actually start comment, I think the saturation of the dress very nice. Okay, the red saturation on the lips, wow, so lang, so pretty, so shine bright. Okay, so these are the terms that we can use when we are talking about colors. Okay, what kind of hue and what kind of saturation. All right, okay, next thing is the luminance value of the color. Okay, so luminance value of a particular color is basically this. Let's look at an example over here. All right, so this is a very bright red. Okay, the luminance of a particular color is it becomes brighter or darker. Okay, so example here, the middle one is not so bright compared to the left one. Okay, and then it becomes darker red. Okay, so as you can see, brighter colors are always more eye-catching. But when the color goes less bright or darker, it looks a bit more dull and not so eye-catching. It doesn't catch your attention anymore, okay? That's why when people go to an event, or like if let's say you are the main character in the movie, the color of your costume is always a bit more bright or more striking or more saturated in some cases, okay, to be able to stand out from the other people in the scene. Okay, I will show you more example later in the close to the end of the what is it called? The slideshow. Okay, So I'm sure you guys now understand what is color already. It's basically a particular hue and how intense or how saturated the color is, or either how bright or how dark is. And then when we combine it together, it becomes color. Okay, this is how we actually use color in the color grading world. Okay, hue, saturation, luminance. In shorter terms, it's called HSL. Chapter 2.2, color and emotions. All right, when we have a certain object already, for example, color, okay, and then now we are able to talk about the emotions. Like for example, last time when we have motion picture film, there's no meaning to it until people come and tell you, hey, I can actually put art into it. I can actually put emotions into it, and then it becomes an artistic piece. Okay, so color and emotions, and how does it react? I mean, how does it affect us human as a human being, an emotional being? Okay, so I like to give a shout out to Studio Binder. Studio Binder is actually a website that develops different kinds of software to help filmmakers, but they also have incredible materials for some of the stuff I would like to share here. Okay, you'll be able to see some watermark. All right, so let's dive in. Color and emotions. First of all, red. I love red color. Why? Because it represents love, passion, violence, danger, or anger, or power. Okay, color and emotions. Red color. All right, clear? Next, pink color. Usually pink color gives us the feeling of innocence, sweet, okay, playful, feminine, empathy, or beauty. Okay, quite straightforward, right? Okay, and then next, orange. What does it represent? Warmth, sociability, friendly, happiness, exotic, and youth. Okay, cool. Next, yellow color. What does it stand for? Madness, sickness, insecurity, obsessive, okay, idyllic, naive. Next, green color. Nature, immaturity, corruption, okay, ominous, darkness, and again, danger. All right, next, blue color. What does it give? Okay, what do you feel about blue color? Cold, isolation, okay, and then melancholy, passivity, calm, right? That is how you feel about blue color. All right, next, purple color. What kind of feeling do you have when you see purple color? Fantasy, ethereal, eroticism, okay, illusory, mystical, and ominous. Okay, so these are the feelings and emotions that we get when we're working on color. Okay, so not only colors happening in the film, it also happens to our daily life. What kind of clothes do we wear? What kind of color do we have for our hair? What kind of lipstick do we use? What color of the shoe that we wear today? And then what does it represent? Monday blue, I'll wear blue color, and then Friday I'll wear like very neon-ish color so that I can go clubbing and things like that. Okay, all these different things are used in daily life and also film, and also photographies and things like that. Okay, these are the meanings and feeling that gives us. Okay, today we are going to talk a lot about feeling and emotions. 2.3, color harmonies. So, not only certain of emotion colors give us, we need to combine colors to give us a certain impact. All right, so that is where color harmonies come from. All right, so first of all, there is monochromatic. Second, there is complementary. Third, there is analogous. And fourth, there is triadic. I know it doesn't make sense to you right now. That's why I put some kind of colors in the text, okay? And now let's dive into more pictures. All right, first of all, monochromatic, okay? Monochromatic usually comes in shades of single color. For example, in this picture, this is a still frame that I grabbed from the firm that color graded. It's called Shadow Play, made in year 2018, okay? It usually creates a deeply harmonious feeling that is soft and soothing, okay? Monochromatic usually is just one single phase of color, okay? Next, this is a very, very famous example. This is The Matrix 1999. Very green, okay? This is very purple, and this is very green. And what's the next example? I'm sure you know. Blade Runner, monochromatic. Blade Runner 2049. Very yellow. There's only one single color source of light. It's called yellow color here. So this is a very monochromatic scene. All right. Next, complementary. The godfather of complementary colors and made it so famous is Mr. Michael Bay, my brother. I'm just kidding. It's Michael Bay, B-A-Y, not B-E-H, okay? All right. So complementary colors basically means, usually, it's two different colors that is right opposite in their color wheels, and then they langgar each other. That's why it creates like a very impactful image for us to watch. Okay, so the most famous example here that we see is called orange and teal. As we can see the example here, orange color sand, blue color sky, orange color car, yellow color car, orange color skin, and the black in the background there is like cyan colors. Okay, so this is the famous example, orange and teal. It's used in a lot of blockbuster film. Okay, so here are the examples, which is Transformers, Mad Max. All right, so complementary colors, again, usually it combines warmth and cold color to create a huge impact. Okay, it gives a high contrast and a vibrant tension to the film. All right, so again, another example from Shadow Play. Of course, I'm the colorist. I wanted to show you that how smart am I. So I uses a lot of my own example, but I can't take credit on all this on myself, because all these colors are actually there on the set, created by the director of photography, the art, the set designers, and the art department, and a lot of different departments in the film crew. Okay, so they are the ones who actually responsible to create all these kind of elements, and then we colorists is just there to change something or either enhance it to actually put meaning into the film. All right, so here you can see cyan and purple. This is one complementary example. And then Dunkirk 2017. All right, orange and teal. Orange, where's orange? The skin tone, and then the sea color, the cyan, and then the of course the helmets. Everything is very cyanish and greenish. Okay, Dunkirk, very famous example, colored by Walter Volpato. Yes, okay. I'm sure you guys don't know him, but no worries. He's just a very famous colorist in Hollywood. Okay, so next, what is another very famous example? Mad Max Fury Road 2015. I tell you, it's crazy. The colorist spent 18 months to color this film. I tell you, the process is crazy, okay? It's not any regular film. He have to do so much work as a colorist. I swear to God, this guy, crazy, okay? Eric Wick, that's the colorist's name, okay? Mad Max Fury Road 2015. All right, next. This is orange and cyan. Again, use my own example of complementary color harmony. This is for a project I did for Netflix, IGTV, Instagram TV. Too bad it's not real Netflix, okay? It's a music video cover for Irishman, all right? And then the next color harmony is actually called analogous. So analogous colors usually neighbors colors that are very near each other on the color wheel, okay? So usually it don't really create like a huge contrast, but it creates like an overall harmonious feeling and also very soothing viewing experience. Okay, so here is an example. It's called Tokyo Drifter, and it's produced in 1966. There is purple and red color. All right, they are very close to each other in the color wheel. All right, next, if you guys watch Netflix, all right, this is Narcos Mexico. Yes, this is what's his name? I also can't remember. Philip? No, it's not Philip. Can't remember. Yeah, forget already. Okay, so this is orange and yellow. All right. And then, again, this is my own project, color grading project for Hong Leong Bank Chinese New Year 2019. No, actually 2020, not 2019. I'm so sorry. Okay, so there is orange and red colors to form like a very nice and soothing view for the whole scene. Okay, and next, again, Blade Runner 2049. Okay, DOP by the famous Roger Deakins. All right, there's cyan and green. Again, all these colors are very close to each other in the color wheel. All right, and next is triadic. As you can see here, there is actually 3 colors that form this kind of color harmony. Okay, it's usually very vibrant and colorful, and usually formed by 3 colors and arranged evenly spaced around the color wheel. Okay, for example here, red, yellow, and blue. Okay. Triadic is actually the least common movie color schemes. We usually don't use that. But it also can be very striking and vibrant when you use it correctly. Okay? So, the most famous example I'm sure everybody will know is our Malaysian flag. Okay? Because we have blue, yellow, and red, and also white color, of course. Okay? So, that is triadic. Okay? And then next we have La La Land. We have blue, cyan, purple, and then have yellow and oranges. Okay, they are triadic. Okay, there's yellow, there's blue, and then there's also purple color. Okay, and also some magenta actually. Okay, next, this is a project color grader for Xiaomi and Malaysia Tourism 2020. We have, this is actually about 2 caves, so there's like an enormous color, enormous amount of blue, and then some magenta, some yellow and orange color on the skin and also on the background. I'd like to show you what is the power of colors. Okay, so just now was an example of color harmonies. Now, I'd like to show you the power of it. All right, so the power of colors, how it affects our mind. So, famous example again, Star Wars. Colors are used to differentiate the good person and the evil person. For example, Darth Vader is dressed in black color, and he uses the evil red lightsaber. Correct or not? Okay. Luke Skywalker always wears white color suits. Okay. And in this case, he uses the blue color saber. Okay. So this is how you can differentiate who is the bad person, who is the good person. Okay. Next, I swear to God, I love this movie. Okay, Inside Out 2015, most classic example of using colors. Blue color represents what? Sadness. Red color represents anger. Okay, green color, disgust. Purple, fear. And then we look at joy here. Joy is having yellow color of the skin, but blue color on the hair. Okay, so if you guys watch the movie, you guys know what it means. Okay, if you guys don't know, I would like to share with you. Why is that? Because after we feel sad, okay, sadness always brings us joy. After we feel sad, eventually when we get over it, we'll feel happy and also feel joyfulness. Okay, I love this movie. If you guys haven't watched it, go and watch it. Inside Out, love it. All right, next. 2009, transitioning colors, okay, from happy moment to a sad moment, okay. This is a classic example of using animation colors. Animation colors tend to have very very vibrant and very nice colors because they can manipulate anyhow they want to, okay. Animation is always the best example for color theories, okay. Next, La Casa de Papel, Money Heist 2017. it creates a central focus. Okay, so what happens here is that red is usually for create attentions and tension, right? Remember what I said just now in our color theory class? Okay, but now in this screenshot, who do you see? Among a pool of red, what color stands out? Professor stands out because he's the dullest one. Okay, so on a film, usually we use a lot of different colors to create a central of focus. Not only that, we use brightness and darkness to create that. I'm going to show you later in our practical class. All right, and then last example, Revenant, 2015. Okay, in the midst of cold Arctic area, and then you see sunlight, a sense of warmth, a sense of hope. That is what sunlight gives. Okay, that is the feeling of sunlight when you go into a very cold place. It gives you a sense of warmth. It gives you a sense of, oh, I still have life. Because just like what Lion King says, okay, when the sun rises, everyone comes to life, correct or not? Okay, so remember, warm color always gives us hope. All right? Okay, I'm going to show you a real life example. Okay, I'm going to credit this to Mr. Paul Gan Yu Ho. Okay, so the real life example of before and after of a short film that we color graded. Okay, so how do we transform a picture from something that is a bit dull to something that has meaning? All right, so first, this is a before frame. Usually when we use a professional cinema camera, when we shot something, it's always dull and less saturated because we want to preserve all the information so that we colorists can manipulate it however we want, okay? So this is a this is a before image and after color grade. It looks like that, okay? So what kind of feeling do you feel? What kind of feeling does it give? Okay, as an audience, everyone manipulates it differently. All right, so I might have my meaning, Paul might have his meaning, but how do you feel? Okay, as an artist, how do we feel? All right, so another one, this is the before of the play, and then this is the after. Okay, in color grading, we can do so many things. We can manipulate, we can add something, we can remove some other colors. So what does it feel from before? Before it's so dull, right? What does it feel? What does it mean? There's no meaning. We give meaning. And what is the meaning that you get from us? What is the feeling that you get? Okay, so next example. Before, okay. If you guys watch Money Heist, I think you can kind of relate to this. All right, this is the after. Okay, before, after. Okay, so you can see that before that, it's so dull. Everything is just purely white and not so saturated. Nothing is very interesting. There's no central of focus. What are you looking at? We don't know. And now, bam! It feels very impactful. It feels very intense. Look at that red. It's very stand out. And then also the cyan color of the light bulbs, the light tubes, right? Okay, so this is the feeling we are trying to implement into the film. Okay, so here comes to the end of the theory class. Okay, and I'd like to thank Studio Binder again. If you guys want to find out more about color theories and things like that, you can always go to this link. Just search Studio Binder and color theories. Okay, I will attach this link on the separate slide later so that Miranda and the others can always send this to you. Okay, and this is my end of my slide. Thank you very much for listening to all the stories that I compiled for the past few weeks. And I hope you guys enjoyed it for the theory. And later, we are going to put into practice in our real life color correction class. All right, thank you. Jerry have a question on Pascal. Any insight on that? Pascal wise, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what they used to shoot or what they used to color. I think they do it in Thailand, I guess, because usually all the Astro Shaw movies, they go into Thailand to do some color grading. The reason why is I think it's also because it's a bit more cheaper. I'm not sure. I don't know how much it costs. So if you guys want to find out like where are the movies color graded and who color graded all the stuff, you can always go on IMDb to have a look. Okay, I'm sure IMDb have all the informations. What FPS is this referring to the train video? Actually, I'm not sure. If you guys would like to find out, maybe you can Google it. But I think last time, maybe they don't have like a specific format yet. So maybe about 2022. I'm not sure. Maybe lesser. Yeah. So I don't have a definite answer. So if you guys want to, can always Google search that. Okay. Is it that it depends on this number 2? Is it that it depends on different shades of every color? Like maybe Thanos punya purple represents something else? Well, maybe. Well, if Stan Lee is still alive, maybe you can ask him why Thanos is purple color. But I'm sure you guys can always find out on Google. Maybe somebody will actually explain why. And then I would like to ask, why is Avatar in blue? Okay. So how do you plan what color you are going for? Honestly, this one, it depends on the situation, but most of the time it was already decided on the set. No, I mean before the set, during the pre-production. Pre-production basically means all the filmmakers that is going to join in the project, they'll sit together and then they will start discussing the ideas, the big ideas, the small ideas, why they want to use this choice, why they want to use that choice, that kind of thing. Okay, so usually the colors are decided by number 1, director, definitely, because technically the director decides every single thing. Okay, number 2, the art director and the set designer, they will say, okay, I want my set to look like that. I want my house to have this color because this character is in this condition or in that condition. He's a happy person. That's why we have like a Christmas tree at the back. She is a very she's a very cute person. That's why she likes to wear pink. So all the costume department, makeup department, everyone have a right and a say on all these kind of things. Okay. So lipstick color is very important. It represents something. The color of the tie, it represents something. The color of the wall maybe represents something, okay? Or either a color of the doorknob, it actually means something. Or either maybe a knife, it has, instead of red color, it has blue color, it might mean something, you know? So it really depends on the story. But for me, myself, when we come into color grading in post-production, I would say 50-50. So the first 50 goes to, I'll go with whatever their plan is, and then I put in a bit of my input, and then I try to change something to make things look better and nicer, and then that's focus. Okay. Another 50 is usually I'm just trying to solve problems. It's either I have to make something brighter or darker, or I have to make something look nice and pop out of a very I wouldn't say bad. I would say in a not so ideal situation, I'll have to make something look good. Okay, so this is how do I go for my color grading. So yesterday I actually have a project, and then they have to shoot, because it's during the CMCO. Everyone has like limit movement and things like that, so that they can only use one location to shoot as 4 different locations. So the DOP, the cameraman, he have to decide what kind of color of lights they use to basically to represent this location, another kind of light to represent this location. But again, every single things have like a limit. So what we do is we have to do it a bit in post. I have to change something, make it like warmer or bluer to represent like, oh, this is a different location, that's a different location, even though they are shooting in the same location. Okay. Another question: how to change green screen, and to be during preaching how to get best or good coloring. Green screen is not my department, unfortunately. Those are actually Paul's department, which is the visual effects department. Okay, so I usually don't deal with green screen unless I have to. And during preaching how to get best or good coloring, sorry, I don't really understand understand that question. So maybe you can come back to that later. Okay, the next question. Can you take the Premiere Pro timeline footage DaVinci? The answer is yes. And again, this is a very advanced question. If you'd like to know more, you can always ask me personally so that I can guide you if you want to. But again, most importantly is what kind of camera do you use to shoot so that we can transfer everything perfectly, okay? So number 7, will it take longer time in render in DaVinci and experience? In Premiere, it takes 15 minutes to render a 30-minute video. Okay, it depends on the situation again, because it depends what you do in DaVinci Resolve and Premiere. A lot of times Premiere is just for editing. So you do not do a lot of post-processing on your footage. But whereas for DaVinci, we can do so many things. We can do visual effects, we can do color grading. And color grading itself it can be very heavy process. So it might take longer time to render. So it really depends on the situation. Okay. What is the difference between DaVinci Free versus DaVinci Pro? So I'm sure this one we have already covered last week at last week's class. If you guys really want to find out, so you can always watch back last week's video, the recording done by Miranda. I'm sure it's already on YouTube and she already shared it to us. And another way is actually to Google it. There are a lot of information about it. But I would say the free version can do what the 80% of what the pro version can do.